good evening, good afternoon, welcome to another ET Games. Sorry if I'm low on energy. I had a long day, I had no time to take my nap that I usually take, so my energy is pretty low. I keep losing weight so because I still have trouble eating because of the liver. I'm not knowing anything more unfortunately so far, except that I have August 7 appointment in the hospital and still waiting for my blood results. It didn't came in yet. Just didn't came in yet. So yeah, if I see that I got an email about the blood result, I might pause for a bit because I'm waiting a couple days. Yeah, let's just dive into it.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Oh yeah, there are 6
Alan,
chapters.
shh, baby. It was just
I
a
looked it up. I'm in chapter.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt
I hope that my
groggy.
friend's not too noisy.
Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
This is just like where we write the game. Sorry? Siggy?
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
I'm ready to leave.
I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Sure.
This way, Alan.
And just make sure there are no bottles whatsoever. Oh god, I've died.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness. A feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings
Just
are
open the
affecting
door.
reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
What's this? Well, I thought it was a postcard or so. Beyond the shadow you shelter for, there's a miracle illumination. It's memory of a dear friend and thought. Oh my. I'm so sorry for all the drawing.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do it
nails
by
into the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Oh, just move, Snail.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, sorry.
No. That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming.
Creepy.
Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Alan, please, this way. Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Explains the law.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short. For now, Alan, the power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant, Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
There's a page.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Tom's just lost, is all. Baba Yaga.
Bad dream, and you can't wake up.
Of course it's locked. Still creepy. Maybe when the game progresses I can reach it.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh?
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
Well, I think
something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
There's a little GIF. I hope that you guys can see it when you scan the QR code. So not really something too helpful. If our medication makes our head woozy, can't we
Hartman
just...
wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
If you want to scan it, you can scan it, you can see it. It's just an GIF, how the hell you want to call it. Nothing special.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Something tells me we're gonna need that. Storm coming up and
The
all.
white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Here's a friendly poke from me, old little wench.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Hey to the crazy brothers, are ya? Not
So Barry's gonna come.
are we?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come on, face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
I want to get to that page.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right. Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days. Less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Ellen would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Ellen doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you, looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Barry? Ow! About time! Barry, We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right.
There.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Of course. That smile on his face.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
I know something better. I have to find a flashlight.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Okay. First time that I'm not doing it proper. So it isn't gonna work. This is going on? No? There's the page.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Ugh. Ow. Yeah, I was locked in.
I'm here. I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Thank you.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al.
I'm a bit occupied. Oh, come on, the maze. Oh, you said you have to go through the maze. Sorry. Let me guess, 100 things are gonna be in here. Sorry. In my thinking, I had to go the other way. Don't trust Emil. Told you there was something would happen here. Another page.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
I thought I saw somebody standing. Come on, reload, thank you.
Move the channel. We'll turn it off. We don't want any fighting.
Okay, so we're going the right way. A long time no see. Oh fuck. how the hell do I have to fight birds and him?
We don't want any fighting. It
There was a dog just beside me, no clue who. Stupid fly.
the channel. Turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes me. You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. You get 3 pills in the evening, and then you'll sleep like a baby.
Oh come on! I say take the use a freaking flare. Oh, I just have one more flare, huh? Oh, that sucks. That explains a lot. This isn't working as well. Just freaking load. Oh, thank God. Yes, that took me too long. No, I just said I wouldn't run that much.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
You don't know a tight time right now. This is the perfect spot for something to happen. Perfectly on call. Oh, just a full bullets left. Where do I go? I need ammo, pistol ammo. Quick. I just need one gate to be open.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Ammo mates, don't do it. Please tell me there's ammo in here. Okay. Something's gonna happen. Ah, of course you're out. So many fights. I only want to use a shotgun on heavy characters. Is that Barry or Ghost Barry?
Al! You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the Nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
I guess we're gonna have to fight off the darkness until Barry is done.
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
And how?
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it.
Scheiße. In this case I would go for a shot. I have enough shells. And too many enemies. Oh, come on, not again.
Hurry up, Barry! I'm on it! I'm on it!
Where is he? Thank God.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I would already left so long ago.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Of course.
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry! Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo.
Okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying
Well,
to get
that
out of
sucks.
the car, but the ground gave way.
So for that waste of time.
Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Something tells me it's gonna be a disaster anyway.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Guys, I will make a quick phone call, but I will continue recording, so I just shut off my mic.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Yeah, sorry, my dad was here today and he said I will call you when I'm home, but he never did. And since he's pretty much on age, I called him to see if he's home, but he's home.
In the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Oh god, oh Jesus. Yeah, sure, why not? I just switched it. I hope this chapter doesn't take too long, I'm really tired.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
And if it isn't Barry? Cheers, tape.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
Okay.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. Seated in my dream, it was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Checkpoint reached.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Pick up shotgun. Thank you.
Someone
Don't let me
had
press
left a
that
gun
button.
behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
We already knew that Takens are filled with darkness. Very loud weapon, thank you. No. Oh, come on. Sometimes all you have to do is run away a bit. Goodbye, ammo. Cause why would you need it?
Hello? Anybody here?
I would say yes.
What are you? No, don't! I'm sorry!
I'm just hoping it was Barry who was still alive.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. You're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good
run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Okay. That sounded very done. Okay, I mean. Not sure what the sound was. Something tells me, yeah, that's Danny.
The front door was locked.
But the window got opened. Go through, go through. Serious.
I could climb out through the broken window.
That's what I just tried to do. Why didn't you do it before?
Still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
You need to listen to me.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
I really hope that this chapter's over soon. No offense, but I'm so tired. I know I keep saying that.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
And Alan is Alan. Sometimes it's so difficult to drive. That's not good. I guess until they're not farther. By car anyways. Of course. Let's move forward. Just want to try to find a way to use the car. That was a mistake. My bullets are almost gone. Fuck this. I'm gonna back to the checkpoint, guys. I made a huge mistake to get out of the gate.
The farm was still a good distance away.
Fuck this.
I'd need a car to get there fast.
Didn't thought it was this far back.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Grab the... Do you mind not to break yourself on the way down? Some games it's pretty okay to control the car. Some games, like this one. Oh, there really is no way to... That went easier than previous time, for some reason. Checkpoint. Oh fuck it, I was so close to checkpoint. Nobody's
I
really
know the
died.
brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Al! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Al! We have to fight them all! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
Wait. Real close. Ah!
Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please!
That's a lot of firework.
That was awesome!
He did
Bright
great.
Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Right behind you. That's an intense fight.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
Not like staying alive.
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Is there another way in? It sounds like a switch up there. Is there a ladder up here? Oh, I need to lay down. Fuck. Jump. Yep.
Hey, Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al? I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'm so all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very...
Oh, come the frick on.
Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. That's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Okay, so 10,000 times. Damn, English go bad ones. Something tells me we can't trust this, but okay. Maybe I'm just not trusting this.
Look at that thing, Al. They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for them.
Sleep. We all spend a third of our dreams in its soft embrace, somewhere between
Memory. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
Okay, manuscript.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the heaviest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Boom. Thank you. I do not like the sound that I hear. Two for the shot of one. Cool. Just the way I like it. Night night. There's still shotguns down here, shotgun ammo down here. Oh, revolver. Do I have a revolver? I did not know I had a revolver. Batteries is full. Okay, so I can get the batteries and the ammo.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Hope is having an armor again. Hope! Where the fuck are you? I got no fucking clue where the hell he is. Wrong button. Okay, right buttons. Come on. Cute. Who's there? How do I get there? Here. I was stopping once if I switched on my mic.
Those geezers had quite a production going on. You know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff. Be careful, Al!
He was saying it. Oh my body is hurting. Oh, my muscles more.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
That just was a very big guy.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you?
Nope.
That keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff. Which concerns
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Oh, don't you have to get possessed? That's gonna be fucked if that one gets possessed.
Got to be kidding.
What do you hear on the don't get possessed? It seems to sound like do get possessed, but okay. Oh fuck, where the hell do you guys come from? I said run S. Thank you. So what now? I just don't seem to be able to get the break. Jeez. But a big truck thingy wasn't that difficult as I thought it would be. Boom, boom. Okay. I know, by the way, it said silo, but I really thought it said silo.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Who?
Hey, let's go, man.
I had to get you.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy.
Come on, help him. Why is he not helping? Or do I have to push here? Oh.
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
I just want to say the same. Valhalla.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this.
Old gods know the rights. Okay. Think.
The lights are out. Guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
He just said that. Don't act like you so smart. Barry, out of my way, thank you. Okay. Where's the fuse box? Oh, stop following me, Barry. Or you look at your map, Eric, and you will see it's upstairs.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
Get it? Can you hear that, Al?
Yep.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
So we're going to relive
Of
everything.
course, we need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be, what's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
I'm sorry about that. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
We just saw this. Okay. You could say go to the cabin, but if he's not reacting, was it me? Oh.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
But we did get out.
Alice.
Of course we got out.
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
We were like possessed.
I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish. To interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. You will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
Then how did it disappear, the cabin?
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
And that's when we woke up.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Oh. It's getting nice. Too nice. I'm also very tired, guys. I had a really long day. I didn't have my nap. On one side, I'm happy the chapter is done. On the other side, I just want to continue. I hope that you guys like this video. Sorry again that my energy is so low. My health is just really not doing well. I'm struggling already for 2 weeks to eat. I'm losing a lot of weight as well because of that. And I'm just not really that well. But I will try to keep on making the content. At least once a week, I will promise that. I will try twice. But if there's a video missing, I'm really sorry. It just means that I didn't have energy. For now, I want to wish you all a nice weekend. Sorry, I completely forgot to state this. I want to wish you all a nice weekend, and I hope you see you on Monday. Have a good day, evening, and good afternoon.